Hello and welcome to Festool TV. My name is Allan. The Festool ROTEX Sander is an incredibly versatile sander capable of a wide range of applications. What makes the ROTEX Sander so awesome is its ability to quickly transition from aggressive sanding with ROTEX mode to fine finishing with a slide of the switch. ROTEX mode is represented with larger dots, and random orbital, also known as eccentric mode, is shown as fine dots. Let me show you just how efficient you can be in ROTEX mode at removing material. I'm going to make pencil marks on this piece of material, and I will use random orbital on this side to sand this area for 10 strokes with 120 grit abrasive. And that is a good effort at trying to remove the marks. And now I'm going to use the RO150 in ROTEX mode for 5 strokes. Let's see what the difference is. And there you can see how much more efficient you can be when using the ROTEX sander when you need to remove a lot of material very quickly in ROTEX mode. But then with the same abrasive on, you can switch over to random orbital motion to start finishing the surface. The random orbital or eccentric motion is great to reduce swirl marks for a fine finish. Those settings are applicable to all 3 ROTEX sanders, but let's take a close look at the ROTEX 150 and 125 as they are very similar. The ROTEX sanders are nicely balanced, comfortable to hold and control, and are built to last. Taking a look at the user interface, the on-off switch is here, easy to engage. The selector to change from ROTEX to random orbit sanding is just in front. The socket for the Festool plug-it lead is at the back. The plug-it lead is inserted and twisted clockwise. And just below the plug-it lead socket is the exhaust vent to fit your 27 or 32mm hose onto. A nice feature of the latest Festool extraction hoses is that they positively lock on to the Festool tool. And this is important because the ROTEX can create a lot of waste very quickly. And if the hose falls off the sander while you're sanding, even for a short time, you can undo all the good work your extractor has done in a few seconds. The Festool system adds another level of safety to your working environment. At Festool, we call the speed control MMC, and this stands for multi-material control. And on the ROTEX, the MMC is here on the 150, and on the 125, it is on the side. We call it multi-material control to try and highlight the importance of adjusting the speed for different materials or coatings that you are sanding. For example, plastics and paints can soften if they are heated. And by sanding at high speeds, you can heat the substrate you are sanding. And then the abrasive will clog and the finish will not be so good. So adjust the speed. Festools are designed around efficient extraction, and the ROTEX sander is a great example of superb extraction. And it all starts with the multi-jet stream 2 sanding base. For short, it's MJ2. There are airflow channels that are blowing out, and this keeps the abrasive and sanding base cooler. and it also blows the dust towards the holes that are drawing the waste in. And any waste that may have escaped to the outside of the base is drawn back through these green channels. This combination of airflow results in superb extraction, longer lasting pads and abrasives, and allows you to achieve a better finish more efficiently. And of course, the hole patterns of the Festool abrasives align perfectly with the MJ2, so you can get full efficiency of the system. When you are sanding with a Festool system, turn the airflow on your extractor down. This will increase the airflow around the sanding base, and you'll be able to move the sander more freely around the surface you are sanding. The ROTEX sanders come as standard with a soft base, color coded here with black. The soft base is a great all-rounder for most applications. But then there is also the option of a hard base in blue, which is great to flatten areas and keep edges crisp. The hard base is also good if you really want to boost the aggressiveness of the ROTEX mode. Grey represents the ultra soft base, and this conforms to profiles and contours and can also help with getting a fine finish, but keep away from any edges that you want to keep nice and crisp. Swapping between the bases on the ROTEX is very easy. On the ROTEX 150, slide the selector into ROTEX mode and then push the spindle lock up and in. You can now take the base off by turning anti-clockwise. The new base is seated in position and turned clockwise to lock. Fitting a new base to the RO125, make sure the selector is in ROTEX mode. Push the spindle lock in, turning anti-clockwise, twist the base off. Whilst keeping the spindle lock in, seat the base in position and turn clockwise, twisting all the way until you feel a positive stop. Changing the bases is that easy. Behind the base is the sanding pad brake, which is tipped with carbide. The brake prevents the sanding pad from spinning too quickly when it is in a no-load state, and this means that you can switch the sander on and bring it to the surface without producing scratches. When you are working against an edge, you can fit the edge protector. Slide the protector into the groove until it seats in place. You can now comfortably work up to the edge without having to worry about damaging the edge. To remove the edge protector, just pull one of the edges out and pull forward. There is another feature of the ROTEX that we can look at. In ROTEX mode, you can fit a polishing base, and this is color-coded green. All the ROTEX sanders give a great polished finish, especially when using the Festool polishing system. Of course, when you polish, you don't need extraction. So on the ROTEX 150, you can remove the extraction port. Press the green locking button and draw the extraction adapter backwards, removing it. There is also a side handle supplied with the ROTEX 150 to help with control and handling. The ROTEX sanders have the Festool full wave electronics working in the background. This provides a smooth startup on the ROTEX, also ensuring a steady cutting speed even when operating under different loads, and there is thermal overload protection. Let's take a closer look at the differences between the ROTEX 125 and the 150. The ROTEX 125 has a smaller and lighter body than the 150. The ROTEX 125 has a 500 watt motor and it is 1.9 kilograms. The ROTEX 125 is a great machine for smaller areas and if you're sanding on vertical faces. It has a sanding orbit of 3.6 millimeters, so it will give a finer finish in random orbit motion. The ROTEX 150 base is more than 30% bigger than the 125, so it is good for larger areas. It weighs 2.3 kilograms and has a powerful 720 watt motor. With a sanding orbit of 5mm in random orbit motion, it is a great all-rounder. The ROTEX 150 is very good at larger horizontal areas like slabs and tabletops. The ROTEX Sander range offers you incredible versatility while making you so much more efficient at removing material very quickly. And fine finishing and polishing all in one sander. As additional support, there is also the Festool Warranty All-Inclusive package. With Warranty All-Inclusive, you get 3 years free servicing and repairs, 10-year spare parts guarantee, and theft protection. But please remember to register your new ROTEX to receive these benefits. My name is Allan. Thank you for watching Festool TV.